Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Ikhsan Swandi and my NPM is H1A021043. With my lecturer is Dr. Wisma Yunita. Today's presentation's title is Medstudent Games as Serious Games for Medical Education in Indonesia, a validation study by Azhar Rafiq, Yoga Pamungkas Susani, and Fujir Rahman in 2021. The table of content in these presentations are first is background, second is aim and method, the third is result, and the fourth is conclusion. Into the first section is background. Motivating an education packed into a game. It means that learning methods in medical education continues to develop from conventional lectures, problem-based learning to the use of the technology such as series games. A series games is a digital games aiming to increase the knowledge, skill, or behavior. This new learning medium may become the next level of education that may enhance learning in medical school. Moving to the next point, an assessment that can be used to measure pedagogy quality of serious games for medical education is the four pillar of learning by Drummond, which consists of attention, active learning, feedback, and consolidation. A serious games can achieve a high quality of learning effectiveness if it can satisfy the four pillars of learning. And last point is Medstudent Games or MSG. MSG is the only series games available for medical students in Indonesia. Several medical students use it to study and exercise before exams. This game can be used by the students to learn and exercise medical science. However, the games require an assessment to confirm whether it has the capability to be considered as serious games or not. Moving to the next section is aim and method. In aim, we have to determine the validity of MSG as a serious game and to increase the knowledge, skill, or behavior of its user in real life. To achieve aim, the method are using the Graphland framework and guide the four pillars. The Graphland framework was made to assess the quality of serious games in healthcare education. It contains 5 categories of items to assess, including the game description, rationale, functionality, validity, and data protection. The result of the Graphland framework and the 4 pillars of learning were used uh, to create an FGD guideline. To the next point, followed by a focus group discussion or FGD. FGD is to explore what the respondents sees and feel when using the MSG. The result of an experience in learning and evaluating MSG discussed in FGD. The data collected from the FGD recording. The data analyzed by the researcher using in vivo coding, and then divide category according to 4 pillars of learning. They use the preparing method to increase the validity and data interpretation. This research approved by the Faculty of Medicine of Universitas Mataram. Moving to the next section is the result. The result first point is consists of each person from the group with a high, middle, and low score. For low score, it is symbolized by 1 star. For mid score, it is symbolized by 2 star, and high score is symbolized by 3 star. Active learning them is finding the ability of MSG in involving user actively in learning activity or games in the application. There are scores in the application that there are learning game relation with the user, gamification, and content management. Learning game relation with the user is relationship that found in suggest for MSG that can affect the learning activity. Gaming and gamification is a design technique and a game mechanism to influence the user. And the last one is content management. Content management is how MSG in managing user-based content. Feedback them is finding the ability of MSG in giving things to the user. From the article itself, 4 of 5 of feedback scores already meet the desirable pedagogic quality. And the last point is the attention, active learning, and feedbacks in MSG linked together to create motivation that will improve consolidation. As you can see in the screen, this is the table of comparison between attention pillar of learning as pedagogic quality and analysis result of MSG. It is divided into two sections. There are of theory and findings. Theory consists the ideas before entering the application. In the table, there are alerting, orienting, and executive. And the findings consist anything that we can find after entering the application. There are language, visual consistency, audio, visual, animation, like application, content stressing, and bite-sized content. This is the homepage of MSG. We can access the homepage through the website. We can type medstudgames.com, or we can just type in Google medstudgames. And this is the logo of MSG. I personally have already tried the application and it was very good. It is really simple and easy to use. As you can see in the picture of home in the application, there are already the classification of medical science. We just only need to click the icon so we can take the exam or quiz in it. After we do the quizzes or exams, there is the result, and there in the result there is evaluation. Evaluation is to evaluate what we do wrong in the quizzes. Moving to the next session is conclusion. MSG satisfied the 4 pillars of learning. It delivered bite-sized content, animation, audio, and visual, which increase user attention. Various interaction method and gamification system improve active learning. Feedback using correct answers, scores, point, and punishment help users to identify their learning needs, which encourage users to repeat the learning content, or we can we can call it repetitive. And the last one is MSG still need improvement to achieve maximum learning effectiveness. This is the reference for the presentation. You can see it on screen. All right, that's all that I can say. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.